I want to speak on self-worth, self-esteem, self-acknowledgement, who you are as a person, what you bring to the table, what your desire to be better is. Self-worth isn't what somebody else can give you. It's what you feel on the inside, what you project. If I feel like I'm the best at what I do and I'm going to show myself first and everyone else after, it's not what everyone tells me, hey, you're good at this, you can do that. If you don't feel it first, then there's no point for someone else to be like, you know what, you're great at that, because you won't believe it. I've run into a lot of people that don't know what they're capable of, don't know what they can do because they feel they're stuck in this little box. They're stuck in this little bubble, and that's just it. That's just where they're going to be for the rest of their lives. If you feel that way and there's no way for you to come out of that, I understand. Sometimes you need a little push for somebody else to get you started with self-worth, not to completely give you how you feel and what makes you happy and what makes you a better person. They can't do that. If you don't feel a certain way about yourself and that you can progress and that you can get better and you can just keep fighting, no one else can give you that. If you feel like you're never going to accomplish anything, you're never going to accomplish it. No matter how much help you get, you know, you can die from somebody else's misery. If you haven't heard that, you need to understand that, and you need to understand that if you live by that and that you live by helping other people that don't want to help themselves, it will destroy you in the long run. It will not help you. You might feel like you're being a better person by helping somebody else, but if they stay in that hole, that's just who they are. I watch it daily with people around me that I know personally and I don't know personally, that they think that if they complain, someone's going to save them. Stop complaining, save yourself. Do you want to be that person that succeeds because of what someone else gave you, or do you want to be that person that succeeds of what you gave yourself, how you feel about yourself? I Self worth to me is like the sun, right? That's how you should perceive yourself. You're the sun, and your destiny is the you're engulfed in those flames. And no matter how far away you are, the sun's like billions of miles away. But when you go outside, you feel that. Basically, what I'm saying is, you have you, and you have somebody who's interacted with you, and they felt your presence, and they're going around and they're saying, even if you're not there, they're like, that person is meant to do something. That person is meant to be somebody. That's being engulfed in the flame of somebody else. And I love when I interact with people and I feel that. I love when people interact with me and feel that. And that's what I want to give off. That's what I want to receive. I love inspiring. I love people that inspire me. There's this old guy. I go running in the parkway, and there's this old guy. He has to be like 60 something years old. And there's this hill, and I always save this hill for last because it's the biggest challenge when I'm running in the parkway. He rides his bike up this hill, and that tells me I can do anything because he's twice my age at least, and he goes, you know what, I'm gonna do this today. He might not have been able to do it when he was younger, I don't know, but right now at 60 plus years old, he's doing it. I don't have any excuses in life of why I can't do anything. Because if this older gentleman is my grandfather's age and he's going up a hill that I have to save for last, and I challenge myself every time. Sometimes I walk it, sometimes I run it, sometimes I stop halfway because you know what? It ain't my day. I still complete it no matter what way I can. He does the best he can going up this hill. I don't. If people I hear my age complain, people younger than me, people a little older than me, my life is this, my life is that. I don't want it. It does not affect me because you strap your boots on and you go. You give it everything you got, and you do better. When I wake up in the morning, I get up, I get organized, I get my shit together, I go. I feel like crap if I don't work out. That's where I'm at. Not I don't feel like crap after a workout. Like, oh, I'm sore, I can't do this tomorrow. No, I feel like crap if I don't work out. If I don't give myself 110, because I know I got 110% in me. I know that there's other people who have 110% in them, and they're not able to channel that because of who's around them or how they feel about themselves. They might say, oh, you know what? You might see something in me, but I don't see it, so I can't do it. That's bull. Because if somebody else sees something in you, obviously, and I mean positively, not negative, because people, they do that. If they can't achieve, they don't want you to achieve. But I'm talking about the people that see something in you positively. The people that go, you know what, man, you got potential to do something. Lady at work, she told me the other day, you never call your stuff. I said, I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of shit to do. She stopped me. She said, you never call what you're doing shit. And I didn't really think about it because, you know, I talk really fast. People listen really slow. So I just going on about my business because some people, when you break down what you're doing, it goes a little over their head. So, you know, I got used to going down to their level. When she broke that down to me and she said, you never call it shit. And that makes sense now. You know, I'm doing something I feel is important for me, for my family, for people around me. So I take that into my self-worth and I say, you know what? It's got to be projected constantly. There's some people I can have a conversation about what I'm doing in depth, or there's people I can just skim over with because that's where their level is. That's where they allow themselves to be. And there's no disrespect, but you know who you can talk to and how to talk to them. Some people, you can use the language that you use every day. Other people, you might have to dumb it down a little bit. It's not their fault. That's just where they're at. And until they achieve more, you just got to, you know, give and take. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Self-worth is important. I mean, talking about relationships, I'm talking about work. If you feel like you're doing 16 hours a day, but you still meant for more, do those 16 hours a day and then take your self-worth and do what you got to do. If you feel like you're in a relationship and that person is not giving you that 110, or matter of fact, 100, because a relationship's not 50-50, it's 100-100. Let's be honest. And it goes like this. You give a little, they give a little. But it has to be 100% both sides. And this person wants what they want and you want what you want. You guys come together. But you have to know if they are not reaching their potential and you're not harsh. You can't be harsh. But you let them know, hey, you know what? If we're going to be together, we're going to do this, then we got to both give it all we got. Otherwise, what's the point? That's self-worth because they have to understand that, hey, you know what? You're bringing this to the table. I need to know what I bring to the table. That being said, don't let anyone knock you down. Don't let anyone chip away at your self-worth because people will do it. There's some people you can't relate to. There's some people that will never get it. And as much as you want them to get it, it's just not in them. And it has to be in you. It can't be on you. Everything you do, everything I do is in me, not on me. Only thing on me is my clothes. But how I feel about myself, what I want to do, my passion that I have for what I want to do is in me. It's not something I come home, I take off. It's nothing I take off when I go to work. It's still there. And that might hurt a lot of people. That might make them feel a little smaller. But that has nothing to do with you about how they feel about themselves. Just how you feel about yourself has nothing to do with them. Don't belittle people. Don't be like, I'm better than that person, because you're not better than that person. You need to be better than you were the day before, not better than the person next to you. If they feel that you're better than them, then tell them they need to be better than they was yesterday or better than they are today. So tomorrow when they wake up, they don't feel like you're better than them. They feel like they're better than they were yesterday where they had that feeling. So y'all take that with y'all, and I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute.